Today, I want to talk to you about living a life of the supernatural. As Christians, we have been called to a life that transcends the natural realm and taps into the supernatural power of God. In this message, we will explore what it means to live a supernatural life and how we can access the power of God in our daily lives. Let us first dive a little into what a supernatural life really is. A supernatural life is one that is characterized by the presence and power of God. It is a life that operates beyond the limitations of the natural world and taps into the infinite resources of heaven. In John chapter 14 verse 12, Jesus said, "Truly, truly, I say to you, whoever believes in me will also do the works that I do. And greater works than these will he do, because I am going to the Father." This means that as believers, we have been given the same power and authority that Jesus had during his time on earth. We can perform miracles, heal the sick, and cast out demons in his name. This is the supernatural life that God has called us to. And the only key to accessing the supernatural power of God is faith. In Mark chapter 9 verse 23, Jesus said, "All things are possible for one who believes." When we have faith in God, we open ourselves up to His power and allow Him to work through us, thereby making things that are naturally impossible happen through us by His supernatural power. However, faith alone is not enough. We must also cultivate a relationship with God through prayer, worship, and studying His Word. This is how we come to know Him intimately and understand His will for our lives. In John chapter 15 verse 5, Jesus said, "I am the vine. You are the branches. Whoever abides in me and I in him, he it is that bears much fruit, for apart from me you can do nothing." Having a close relationship with God builds our faith, which is an essential key to a supernatural life. Living a supernatural life is not just about performing miracles or signs and wonders. It is also about living a life that is characterized by the fruits of the Spirit. In Galatians chapter 5 verse 22 to 23, Paul writes, "But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. Against such things there is no law." These are the qualities that should be evident in our lives as we walk in the power of the Holy Spirit. When we live a life of the supernatural, we become vessels of God's love and grace to those around us. We become instruments of His peace and bring hope to a world that is filled with darkness and despair. Finally, friends, I want to encourage you not to settle for a life that is confined to the limitations of the natural world. Instead, tap into the infinite resources of heaven through faith and cultivate a relationship with God through prayer, worship, and reading His Word. As you do so, you will begin to experience the power and presence of God in your daily life, and you will become a vessel of His love and grace to those around you. Remember, as Jesus said in Mark chapter 10 verse 27, "With man it is impossible, but not with God. For all things are possible with God."